Chicago's very own 9 o'clock news.
Travelers scramble aboard one of the last Amtrak trains leaving Chicago, trying to beat a threatened rail strike. The deadline now less than 90 minutes away. Good evening. I'm Rick Rosenthal.
And I'm Allison Payne. Amtrak reached contract agreements with 3 unions today, but is still at odds with 3 others. WGN News has learned that Amtrak signed with that 3rd union late tonight. It was the Transportation and Communications International Union, and that signing should avert trouble for Chicago commuters. Mary Gannon joins us live now with more. Mary?
Well, Allison, Amtrak may have the labor problems, but selfishly, Chicago commuters are only concerned about Metro train service tomorrow morning at stations like this one across the city. The 3rd union that did settle tonight is the union that covers workers that man those control towers, which let the trains go in and out of Union Station. That now being settled should ensure Metro trains will be able to operate normally during tomorrow morning's rush hour.
Metro will be running tomorrow.
Metro has been busy all day trying to keep commuters aware of the very fluid labor situation.
Chicagoans have this flair for ingenuity. They'll find ways to make the system work for them, and we will, to a great extent, thanks to labor's cooperation and the managements of the contract railroads and Amtrak, it's not going to be nearly as bad as it could be if it were an outright strike trying to shut us down. They don't have an argument with us. They don't want to shut down the commuters.
There had been concerns the strike would prevent Metro trains from coming all the way into Union Station tomorrow morning. But now Amtrak says management will man the towers, allowing Burlington Northern and Milwaukee District trains to get in and out.
Anybody going to Milwaukee?
But today it's the Amtrak passengers in need of directions. Most long-distance Amtrak trains had their routes shortened or canceled altogether, so the passengers wouldn't get stranded when the strike started tonight. But all the efforts in the world didn't avoid lots of confusion.
This train is not running either, so they will give you other transportation to get to later.
These are customers who obviously, for some reason, didn't get the word that a rail strike is happening and they might be affected. So we're trying to get them either an alternative means of transportation or a refund.
This is the trouble room, where stranded passengers get booked on U.S. Air, Delta, and United Airlines, along with Greyhound bus lines, so they can get where they ultimately want to go.
We were planning on going to Denver, Colorado to see my son and my 2 grandchildren, their daughter-in-law. But with the tie-up here and everything else, I don't know, we may be here for a while. I don't know how long, but we'll be here for a while to see what's going to happen. She don't want to fly. My wife don't want to fly. We're going to try to get the Greyhound.
Passengers aren't the only ones with headaches. Amtrak workers are hoping Congress will step in and end this dispute very soon.
If we were on strike past rush hour, I'd be very shocked. I really would. Because it plays into the economy, and it's literally shutting down the country.
And one of the concerns about the economy is that this strike will spread to the freight service. And if that would happen, then President Bush is most likely expected to press Congress to intervene. One other thing we should tell you, the strike centers on 2 things, wages and job security. And the 2 sides have been talking now for 4 years.